What's around, everyone? It's been a minute. How y'all been doing out there? I know, right? I know, okay? Well, this is going to be a happy Virgo season, okay? I'm going to mix it in, okay? With the moon, the new moon being in Virgo. So that's a lot of earth energy going on in Virgo. So this is what this reading is going to bring out. Happy Virgo season to all the Virgos out there. Happy birthday, happy solar return, happy flight day, happy born day, happy all that good stuff, right? Let's get into it. So this is all about the sun and the moon being in Virgo, okay? And this is about what you need to add to your routine for success. So what do you need to add into your routine for success during all this Virgo energy going on? And we're having like, a little trine here with, Saturn and, with the moon, and also, going on with Uranus, being in Taurus. So all these things are saying, okay, how can you and there's a lot of other different things going on as far as retrograde. It's like mad retrograde, and Mercury is about to join the retrograde really, really soon. So you got like, what, 6 planets, about to be 7 that's going to be in retrograde at the same time. And then, okay, this is, well, including the south and north node. So you're really not going to consider those to be, the planets. But, let's say energy, a lot of energy, that's a better word, that's in hold up, wait energy. So what do you need to add to your daily routine? Okay, your weekly routine, your monthly routine, long as it's in some type of routine and some type of pattern, that's gonna help you and push you along to be more successful. Now, what I can say is, because everything is Virgo, with Virgo, all this Virgo energy, Virgo season, Virgo new moon, to help you out a bit, apply some of the Pisces energy, which is the opposite of Virgo. And at this time, this is a great time to do it. You know why? Because Pluto, which Pisces derives from, that energy is in Pisces, which means it's at home, it's chilling, it's comfortable, it's willing and able to help you if you need to. So Pisces energy has a lot to do with your dreams, illusions, your imaginations, your la la land world, your fantasies, your dreams do come true type feelings. You believing that, everything is happening not only for a reason, but for a higher purpose of it all. So use some of that energy to help you through. And then these cards are going to give you more of a detail. They want to holla. Okay? Now listen, I share planet with Virgo, Mercurial to the core. So when it's time to talk, it's time to talk, right? Everybody know a Gemini somewhere, right? It's time to talk, it's time to talk. So they trying to talk right now. So the cards are just basically going to narrow that down into what you can put into a routine, into a pattern, so that you can see, what you have reaped come fall season. So it's always never too, well, I'm not used to always, but it's never too late. And if you want to talk about even after death, it's never too late. We got time. Even if you got to repeat the cycle and all that other kind of time, we got time. Lots and lots and lots of time, just to put it in human perspective, because this thing don't end. Even after death, it doesn't end. All right? So, since we talk about that, let's talk about what we can do right here, right now, okay, to make sure that we have a nice, successful benefit or reward, or you know, the feeling of everything is going to be all right, and actually believe in that. You know, that's a major step, to actually have that feeling of it's going to be all right, and not just fooling yourself, but knowing it, you know. So that's a good thing. So anything that can fill your baskets, you know, that can fill your jugs, that can fill you up, right? So much so that you are grateful to yourself, you know, that you have chosen the path that you've chosen. You have made the right decisions. You have put in the energy in the right direction. All of that good stuff. All right. So I'm going to start off with Virgos. Why? Not because we share planets. Hey, sis. Hey. Not because of that, right? If you're male watching me, hey, what's up? Right? What's up, bruh? All right. So it's y'all season, so now it's time to figure this thing out. But what can you add? You know, what can you just add to that routine and pattern? What can you add to your daily life that's going to bring you out in a better situation? All right, let's get started. And Virgos is first. What's around, Virgos? How y'all doing? Happy flight day, happy solar return, happy birthday, happy born day, all that wonderful jazz, right? So you got 3 of Swords. So yeah, things around you is just not working well. It's not, you're not feeling it. You feel like you know, things are heavy, depressing, and this is your season, so it's like hello. I mean, it may be the end of summer, you know, and it might be a little hot in some areas because we've been, you know, dealing with some heat waves. But, you know, amongst all the sunshine and the flowers and the nice fluffy clouds and the blue skies and the green grass and the animals happy and people walking and jogging and running and talking and spending and eating out on the patios and barbecuing and family reunions and weddings and all these good stuff, baby showers, you just in a funk. So this is a classic Mercurial energy, okay? But the good thing about you being a Mercurial sign, meaning Mercury rules you, okay, Virgo, your nerves start there, okay? And take it from a Gemini, right? We share the same planet, so I get it. And this reading, I'm sorry, is for Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Virgo. Or if you have any placements where you do have a house, each natal chart will have a Virgo house. So whatever your Virgo house is, you can apply this to that. Also, if you, wherever your Mercury is, look where your Mercury is in your chart, you can apply it to that house too, right? Because each house represents a certain energy, just kind of like how you go visit other people's houses. Each house carries an energy. All right, so apply anything Virgo and Mercury to this reading. And this is how you can go deep into the tarot advice that you are wanting to hear or needing to know, or a heads up or whatever, is not only go for your Sun, Moon, Ascendant signs, but also this applies to Mercury placements and wherever your Virgo is, okay? And then you put the pieces together to your own life. So start with your nerves, Virgo, okay? You're gonna have to find something that works for you. What works for everybody else is not gonna work for you. So you're gonna have to figure out what that is to calm your nerves. Some people is like, oh, I'm about to meditate. That might not be a thing for you to get your nerves together. Long as it's something that's not gonna put you in a more detriment. Like, in order for me to get calm my nerves, I gotta down like, you know, 2 bottles of full-size Patron. You know what I mean? Like that, you know, because you're only going to be causing more damage at the end. Even if you can't see it now and you can function now, it's going to cause more damage. And you are the type of person that wants things exactly how you want them. And, you know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And any opposition that comes to you is going to cause you some kind of some kind of sorrow, some kind of hurt, some kind of grief, some kind of disappointment, you know, even heartbreak, you know. So start with your nerves. Then what you need to add into your routine, besides calming your nerves, finding something that calms your nerves. It can even be listening to music, or cleaning, or cooking, or doing a hobby that you haven't done, something to calm your nerves. Next, deal with your mental, okay? Your mental, okay? Handle your mental, mind over matter, okay? Is it 95% of the time the reason why you're in a funk is because you're telling yourself to be in that funk? Because you keep thinking about these negative thoughts, these negative outcomes, things that didn't even happen yet, and you already prejudged them as being negative, all that stuff, and overdoing it. Now, this is not something, because people do this every day, because this is how we get to decipher what to do, where to go, how to act, and all that other kind of stuff. But this is like an overdrive. This is what I call like overthoughting. Okay, so you're overthoughting yourself. You're real like real dry, you know, real desert like, you know, you refuse to release anything. You're holding everything in, you know what I mean? And even though you're holding everything in, it's so heavy that you got holes in you that it's just pouring out. It's oozing out your pores, you know, to the point where people are going to be able to sense you did something ain't right with you. I don't care how much you try to fake it or funk it. Those who are close to you can be able to realize that you are not in a right place. So once you handle your nerves, once you add how to handle your nerves during your day, how to minute by minute, second by second, how to control your mind, not to think so negatively and so woe is me and this, and be the victim and all this other kind of stuff, then you're just gonna have to forgive everything that you just did, you know? So don't get hard on yourself. If you make a mistake, it's okay, you know? It is this is the era where it's better to have tried it or had put the energy towards something to not know. You know, it's better to fall and get back up than to stay on the sideline and be safe. You know what I mean? So just imagine how those people feel when they're playing a sport. They might be getting paid a salary just to sit on a bench, but just imagine the torment that the bench holders are. Imagine, especially if you get accepted into college on a scholarship and you was the best person on your team, but this era in life, you on the bench. You get a salary, so you cool with that, and everybody looking at you like, okay, well, they got a scholarship, they on the team, they got a jersey, but they warming the bench, but that's better than nothing, but you like burning up inside. Or you go into like a professional, like you know, the NBA status, or you know, you climb up the ladders to become CEO of a company or something that's as geared as, oh, this person has made it. You are still not going to be completely happy because there is some pessimistic energy just all around you, so much so that it's affecting your environment. That means everywhere you go, I don't care if you're home and you live with people, it's there. I don't care if you go to the store, it's there. I don't care if you try to go out and have a good time or whatever, it's still there. Because once again, you're just trying. You're not dealing with that all this greatness, you know. You're not putting in any kind of energy to turn these gray skies blue. You know, you just like, you know, all comfortable with it, you know, like you really getting comfortable with all this pain. And there's a such thing as people getting comfortable with pain. It's a real situation. All right, so start to add in how to calm your nerves daily, by minute for some of you, by second, how to calm your nerves. I don't care if you have to take time and Google it, YouTube it, go all over the place for it, but discover what works for you, okay? 2, get your mind out the gutter, all right? And 3, start forgiving yourself for any mistakes in the past, in the present, and in the future. Forgive yourself. Start thinking more light about yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, and don't be so hard on others. I know you got to get stuff done, but within that calmness of your nerves, within that thinking, more light and not so heavy, so heavy in thought, so heavy. I mean, like, of course you're going to think. I'm not going to never tell a Mercurial sign not to think, all right? Because I'll be a freaking hypocrite. So I'm not going to say that. But you know what I'm talking about, Virgos. And especially if you have a lot of Virgo placements or stellium or something, it gets heavy where you can't sleep. You know, you either not eating or overeating, where people can see changes in you physically, you know, because that's how much you're putting in the time of holding on to all this negativity, you know. And this is summer. You should not be experiencing spring being painful in spring, you know what I mean? Like you in a spring, you like in a winter spring cusp, you know. And for people who don't know or have like 4 seasons like I do, that's a very cloudy, dark season, going from winter to spring, the inner winter, because it's like you're never going to see spring. It's kind of like, when am I going to see the grass again? When am I going to see nature again? Like, you start to fiend for it. When are the trees going to even turn colors? You just waiting to see the leaves come in, the buds, something to give you hope. You're going to have to find the buds in your life to give you hope. Have a wonderful day and night, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Mercury. That's around Libras. This is your tarot card reading for the Virgo season as well as the new moon in Virgo. Okay, put together, right? All this Virgo energy. We have a lot of earth energy that is trining each other. Houses, planets, you name it, it's there. We got retrogrades going on. Mercury, which is your little brother sign, so to speak, down here, is about to go on retrograde, so you're going to be feeling that as well, because it's a family member. It's a part of the air sign. You know, things is popping. And you have actually Mercury in your sign, and it's going to go retrograde in your sign. Okay, so let's take a look at what advice this card is trying to tell you. The Ten of Wands, for what you can add into your daily routine, weekly, monthly, minute routine, whatever, that is going to make you more successful come your season, right? So, which is, you're next. You're next. So, get that dirt off your shoulders. You gotta get that dirt off your shoulders. You gotta get what? That dirt off your shoulders. You gotta get that dirt off your shoulders. Okay, so that's what it's all about, Libra. That's it. That's all. I gotta go. All right, so here's the thing that you need to add into your routine and scheduling during the Virgo season, as well as the new moon being in Virgo. Now, Virgo moon, you might look up at the moon and say, okay, well, it's not new anymore because it's starting to come in. I can see the crescent. That doesn't mean the energy is gone anywhere. Just because the moon is moving, because the moon moves fast, does not mean that we're still not dealing with heavy Virgo energy. So, you totally are in your Virgo energy. I can tell you that. I can tell you that you are in the Virgo energy. But here's the thing with Virgo, okay, is Virgo is ran by Mercury. Mercury shares the same sign. Virgo shares the same sign with Gemini, which is your brother's sign. So you're going to feel it, and you are feeling it, and Mercury is in your sign. Okay, so here we go. Let's try to put the wands down. Your passion is there. You got it. Virgo stuff there. Boom. I'm not knocking none of that. Some of y'all might be tired. Your hands might be bleeding. Your feet might hurt. Your back might hurt. Your brain might hurt. Everything is hurting, but you're putting in the work. You're putting in the energy because you know at the end of the day, you know, you're one step closer to getting to your goal. Nothing wrong with that, right? But with Virgo energy and all this passion towards your goals can kill you as well. Okay, this is it's very common for people to die of heart attacks on Monday mornings. Why? It's Monday. Think about everything you think about Monday in the real in society. Okay, 'cause some of y'all probably already detached from what society says you're supposed to do and be and all this other kind of stuff, right? But for most of y'all, Monday, let's think about Monday. We can think about all the songs affiliated with Monday, how you feel on Monday, what you hear every day on Monday. So let's start there. So, put the burdens down, okay? Add some weekend to your daily routine. Now, add some weekend to your daily routine. Add some Shabbat to your daily routine. Add some Ramadan to your daily routine. You ain't got to wait to that month for something. No, you can add it daily, okay? Put some rest time in it. Put the wands down. Imagine this person, right? The sun is hot. There's no clouds to cover your head, because you know sometimes when you go to the beach, you're so happy the clouds are out, because every 2 minutes you get some shade for 2 minutes, and then you get some sun for 2 minutes, and then you get some shade. So you can stay out there a little bit longer, you can tolerate it a little bit longer, and that's what you need to do. You're going to have to balance your work and your downtime, so that way you can continue doing your goal and you can be more refreshed, more clear-minded, and all of that good stuff. Hydrated, you done got your calories in, you done got your rest in, you done got your massage in, you done did your yoga practice, you done did all these things, you done took your baths, your showers, you did all these things, because in this mode you don't want to take baths or showers. Like literally you turn into a Kanye West, because I don't know, but y'all can look it up. But back when it was like bloggers talking about Kanye wearing the same thing, and people talk about how he'd be locked up in the studio for days. But a lot of people who work on projects and who have goals, believe it or not, they either wear plain stuff, like the same thing, the same style, like every time you see them, they got the same type of pants. It might be different. They're clean and all that, but the same pants, the same kind of shirt, and they just change up the colors, you know, or whatever, same kind of shoes, or whatever, because 9 times out of 10, they don't have time to be figuring out all these little societal pettiness that don't fit the goal, you know, so they choose to leave that out. Some people stay locked up, like I said, in a laboratory for 3 days, or a studio for 3. Anything is a laboratory that you're working on. So drop the load. If you can delegate, that would be a good thing too. So not only can you drop the load in your routine, so you can find some daily rest and relaxation. I don't care if it's for 20 minutes. Einstein did it for 20 minutes, right? 20-minute naps. Figure out what works for you, but get it in that day. So you're going to drop loads. You're going to, you can pick it back up, but just drop it. You're going to use that drop load to not think about what you can do next, but to relax. So get rid of the mind, and then see if you can delegate. See if you can get somebody to help you. Maybe somebody can take 2 of those wands away from you, but you feel lighter just by 2, even 1, even a half of a wand. If you can delegate this person to do this while you do that, you'll be surprised what half of a wand, how light that will be for you, where you can take time to schedule more of me time. And this goes for males and females, so that you're not just overexhausting yourself like Michael Jackson. So much so that he had to take propofol, you know, intravenously, just to be able to get some rest. You do not want to go there with that, because it's so easy to go there, especially in this time. So definitely, Libras, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants, and any type of Venus placement, you know, it's okay to carry the burden, because sometimes we have to do what we have to do to get things done. But it's also okay to be able to relax your mind, cool your passion down a little bit, just so you can get some rest, you know, control your temperature, you know, internally and externally, so that you can be able to get some rest, so you can go back a little bit stronger, harder. It might even have a different perspective and an even smarter way, and not a harder way, to get you through to your goals even better and faster and more efficient. Have a wonderful day and night, Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Venus placements. What's around Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? This is, and also placements that you have with Pluto. So take a look at this, right? So, Scorps, you got this whole strength thing going on, and it's the number 8 card, and you have the affinity, and Scorpio is associated with the number 8. So all this is wonderful, and it's a space of purity. You know what I mean? It's a space of knowing and connecting and relatability. You know, because in order to tame a beast, you have to relate to the beast. You have to understand the beast in order to tame the beast, right? That's why not all of us is in that field of zoology or circusry or any of that kind of stuff, because as we all know, it takes a special person to train a beast. So, even though I'm talking externally, I'm gonna need you to use that internally. Spend some time on your strength. Spend some time on strengthening yourself. Everybody's looking at how to strengthen their core muscles and how to strengthen their back muscles and how to strengthen their mind muscles and all that. So start putting in time in your daily regimen to start strengthening your inner self, okay? Things that people cannot see. Things that you know that you are weak in, that you know you need to improve in order to have a better outcome. And this reading is about what can you add into your routine and schedule on a minute-by-minute basis, second-by-second, daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, but on a routine and schedule. That means you are constantly doing it. Maybe it's something like you need to go and get some supplements and start taking yourself, or you already got them and it's just sitting there, or you got things to improve like your health and all this other kind of stuff, but it's probably still in the package. This is the time to put that in, because those supplements are working with your internal organs. Like I said, even if you can't see it, other people can't see it, it is working. It's doing what it needs to be doing in order to strengthen you. And stop putting all that time into self-doubting yourself as if you cannot tame yourself. Because if you can't tame yourself, don't think you're going to be going out there taming other people. That's just not going to work. Okay, Scorpio? Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up stinging yourself when your intention was to sting other people, but it's just going to backfire and you're going to wind up stinging yourself. So you might have a lot of raw animalistic emotions, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But let's see if you can put in a routine and schedule how to express those raw emotions effectively. You know what I mean? How to express those raw emotions where you might have to get them out in order to decompress, because you're so puffed up with all this raw emotion that you want to roar it out. You know, now with Leo season is over, you're like, I should have let it out back 2 weeks ago. Now it's pent up. So figure out how to get it out. Some people do kickboxing, like karate, and some people, like I said, do the meditation, yoga thing, the walking, the hugging a tree, sitting by a tree, the laying on the ground. Some people, put their emotions out into poetry and music and dance. Some people put their raw emotions out on the internet. They have blogs, they have channels and all that kind of stuff. So there's all different kind of ways. Some people put their raw emotions out on just, writing a book, or put their raw emotions out on new things, but put it in a way that's effective. Do not put your raw emotions on maybe people who cannot handle all of that, what you got to give. You know what I mean? Nor maybe they're not even ready for it, nor maybe they don't even really care. So you have to start thinking about that. Other things that you can let out besides letting it out to another human. Start adding that into your routine and schedule. And then also, you will be able to see towards Libra season how strong you have become, how courageous you have become, how bold and intentional you have become, and you're able to mix and mingle within your surroundings and your environment, and things will work out more better in your favor because you are learning to take care of your internal self. You're putting more time. It's the end of summer, right? So it's time to put more time into those details. Virgo season, Virgo new moon. It's time to do the new things that you need to do in order to gain your energy up, bring that energy high. Right now it's resonating real low, you know, so things that's gonna bring your energy way up, and you can still be a force to be reckoned with, but at the same time people can still be around you and not feel so intimidated or so like, god dang, it's something thick around that person, right? Because people can feel it. They might not know what they're feeling, or not be able to say it into words, or may not want to hurt your feelings, but people can feel the thick aura around them. So you can fake it all you want, but in this time, in this day and age, yeah, good luck with that. All right, so spend time into taking care of yourself so you can build your confidence level, your health, your inner mental and spiritual and all that first. Then you can go out to the world and show your strength and courage, because you've been building that up. You've been putting time into yourself. Have a wonderful day and night. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, and Pluto placements. What's around Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? This is your tarot card reading for Virgo season, as well as the new moon being in season. All right, and this is about what can you add to your daily routine, you know, your minute routine, your second routine, your monthly routine, in order for you to have a nice harvest come fall, okay? And you're doing your work. Oh, you doing your work, Saggies. I mean, I hear that. And the moon is cusping you as we speak. So this new moon energy is, you're feeling it now, okay? Virgo energy, that means you're trying to get things done. You know, you want to get things done. You're on the move. You don't want nobody to stop your path. You're trying to, you know, handle your business and plan and schedule and all kind of stuff. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. But what you want to add to your routine and pattern is you want to be able to, for those of you, first of all, who are not planning, start planning, okay? And for those of you who are planning, you know, start looking into any type of skills that you might have, you know, some talents that you might have that needs to come out just behind the scenes, you know. And with those talents, you can manifest a lot of different things, even for people who haven't been planning and scheduling and on their mission and on a goal. This is a perfect time to start to add, you know, your talents. Start to add in your skills and talents that people might not know you even have, you know. And that is going to be such a resourceful energy for you to help you with any kind of imbalance that you have, any type of moodiness that you might be going through, all that, any type of manipulation within yourself. Now these two cards, both of the cards represents manipulation. It can be. So you might be giving out manipulation or receiving manipulation up front or behind the scenes. So you're either doing it or somebody else is doing it. That gotta go. Like, let's take care of that first, you know, during this Virgo season and with the new moon in Virgo. Take care of your emotional manipulation, whether you're emotionally manipulating yourself by down talking yourself and you all in your feelings and like that, and you know, you don't have no kind of self-compassion for yourself. You don't even give yourself a break, so like you're hard on yourself, which is making you moody and all that kind of stuff. Or other people, you know, are manipulating you. Yeah, I'm not sure where I left off, but got a phone call. I gotta figure out how to stop things from stopping when people call or text or any of that kind of stuff. But so definitely somebody's manipulating you or you manipulating somebody else. You want to figure that out this Virgo season. And then if it's you manipulating other people, you have control and power within yourself to check yourself, okay? Then, okay, you also want to tap into any type of talents or gifts that you have, that you haven't brought out in a while, that's a little rusty, start using those. And by using those, you're going to be able to be emotionally balanced to get you over those rocky roads and those wavy situations. And you won't drown, because having that faith within yourself, using your skills and talents, as well as not manipulating the situation, is going to get you on a solid ground and more of a fruitful harvest come this Libra season. Have a wonderful day and night, Sagittarius, during this Virgo season, as well as the Virgo new moon. What's around Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Capricorn? This is your tarot card reading for Virgo season, and we have a new moon in the Virgo season, so I'm pulling in some of that energy too, just to check yourself before the full moon, which is happening really, really soon, and that's going to be in Pisces, okay? So just to check yourself before we get all the delusions, let's check ourselves with the Virgo energy. So for you, Capricorn, you got the Six of Wands. So in this situation, you know, there's two things that could be going on, all right? So the first thing is, you know, congratulations for those who have or are going through their rite of passage, and regardless of how you're feeling, regardless of how you're thinking, you are continuing on your journey. And you know, everyone, you are of course proud of yourself, but everyone around you is proud of yourself, proud of you. People that's really close to you and dear to your heart is really proud of you and your accomplishments, and are encouraging you, you know, to keep up the good work. You know, you're using your own inner fire to push you on through. That means you are burning through your thoughts and your feelings, because you know this has to happen in order for you to keep expanding and to keep growing in the way that you feel and know that is right, or know that is right for you, right? And nobody can tell you otherwise. So keep on doing that, you know, using this Virgo energy with the Virgo moon, new moon that just passed. You know, you want to keep that hustle, you want to keep that grind, and you don't want to feel or think no kind of way about it. Just go and do it, right? And it's getting you stable, it's getting you more secure as you move around and make these changes and go through these rites of passages. You know, there's different rites of passages all over, you know, look it up. You know, I'm dealing, or what I do is I deal with maternity all day. So that's a whole rite of passage right there, that whole transition, that whole process, just to be able to expand, to birth a reward. And it's the same thing when it comes to life, right? So you're in this transition stage, and it could be considered a spiritual, you know, phase as well, that's going through a phase of completion. You know, there's like, you know, a couple of things in here that I'm seeing completion. You know what I mean? So that's good, and keep it up. You know, look at the horse. The horse is looking at you all happy and whatnot. Like, yeah, you better go ahead. It's kind of like Shrek, you know, with the donkey and Shrek, and how the donkey be cheering Shrek up. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. But Shrek had to go through this whole transition. He was going through resistance, all that kind of stuff, right? He was all in his illusions and delusions, which the full moon's gonna be in Pisces. So let's check this out before it gets there, because it's gonna make it more muggy and muddier, more swampy like Shrek. So you're not able to see where you need to go and be able to see what direction, what path you're gonna take to go through that transition in order for you to gain so much more, because you have broken through that resistance. You done left all the past in the past, and you moving forward. And for those of you who's been listening so far and you're like, yeah, I'm a Cap, that's not me, flip it and reverse it, okay? That means you ain't completing nothing, okay? You not starting a journey, or you start, you stop, you start, you stop, you start, you stop. And you a Cap, so I ain't even got to beat you up about nothing, because you're doing a very good job at doing it to yourself, okay? All I'm gonna say to you is that this could be you, okay? You could be completing those trials and tribulations. Stop resisting yourself. Stop resisting what has to get done. You know what I mean? So it's like you're at a halt and you don't want to move forward. But at the end of the day, see, right now you're looking at the darkness of it all. You know what I mean? You're looking at, oh gosh, you know what I mean? Like walking through a street with no street lights, a whole bunch of trees, a whole bunch of things yakking and talking and creeping and crawling and flying and hooting and hollering, and you ain't got no way to know where you're going. But the only thing that you know that there's a road or a pathway, and it's a possibility that if you continue on this dark, lonely journey, okay, that possibly on the other side of this track there could be some type of reward, meaning a 7-Eleven with some slushies, and they're giving it out for free with some free snack on the side, and they got a clean bathroom and free water. And you know what I mean? You win the lotto that day because, you know, you only had $1 left in your pocket, and you decided, hey, I done went through this far. I done gave myself so much faith to go through this old dark pathway by myself. So, and I made it through when I think I didn't. So I'm feeling lucky today. And boom, you hit the lotto. Now imagine if you would have just gave up and you was just sat there and starved to death and become dehydrated first and then starved to death, you know, then you're going mentally crazy. Then, you know what I'm saying, you might even just like, you know, kill yourself, or you might just, you know, get to the point where everything is gone without you and you don't even care, and you know, wolves come and eat you up because you're just like, whatever, you know, this is better than going through that path in the dark being eaten by wolves. Right, marinate on that one. Yes, so there is a brighter day. This is a spiritual transition. You feel it, you know it. I'm not saying nothing new. I'm just vocalizing it and recording it and uploading it and downloading it. That's all I'm doing, okay? But focus. Virgo is about focusing. Virgo sun energy, Virgo moon remnants from the new moon is about focusing before the downfall. You know, get it together before the downfall, because after this, because we passed Leo, we are about to go into the cold, dark seasons, and you know that what stalling season, procrastination season, whatever you want to call it, you know, or on the positive side, you know, reaping what you sow. So if you sowed something, you know, good, you're gonna reap a whole lot of benefits, you know, for, you know, the full moon, which is right around the corner, you know, and that's gonna last, you know, for a good 14 days, you know. So just because you don't see the energy in the sky anymore, like not the energy, but see the whole full moon constantly being in that full moon status as if it was like a planet, which is not, okay? You can't land on the moon. That's why it keeps transitioning and changing shapes and sizes and all other kind of stuff. Where you gonna find that at? Have you seen it besides that? Okay, it's just a reflection. Erykah Badu said it, and she's a Pisces. Okay, Pisces might be a little delusional, but they be getting some things that people do. It takes them a long time to get. Reflecting the light of the sun. Okay, it's called Orange Moon. Erykah Badu. All right, so Capricorns, that is your reading for Virgo season, as well as the remnants of the Virgo full moon. And you know, just handle your business. And right now, Mars is learning from Virgo moon, saying, okay, all that passion and whatnot, let's get it into some action. You know, let's get this thing where we can you know, make all that passion, make all those emotions, all those feelings, let's ground those things. Let's make it practical. Let's make it make sense. You know what I mean? Let's not just keep talking about it and dream about it. Let's be about it, right? And that was my golden rock. Hashtag Capricorn, right? That just fell off. So stop resisting to change. Finish unfinished businesses. Close up them old ties that need to be closed. Those old books that need to just be finished and read and done with, okay? And let's get ready for your personal transition. Everybody else who's on that transition, on that path, keep going, because once Pisces season comes, you're going to be seeing through a lot of the stuff, and you're going to be having more great ideas about what to do next. Have a wonderful day and night, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants during this Virgo season. Forgot to add, Capricorns, forgot to add this. Definitely make that your routine, you know, breaking through your resistance. working on closing any unfinished business. And if you're on your path and you are on that journey and you know what I'm talking about as far as completion, and you have, keep on going, keep on doing what you're doing because you see it has worked, right? And just know that you're going to reap the benefits come like real soon, because fall is about to happen. So get your baskets ready. And so whatever you're doing that's working for you, keep that on routine and pattern all through Virgo season. What's around Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants? This is your tarot reading for Virgo season with the remnants of the Virgo new moon that we had, Virgo on Virgo. And this is about what you can add into your routine, your daily routine, your minute routine, your weekly routine, whatever. So you got the Empress card. My gosh, this is just like lining up perfectly for you, because your ruling planet, which is Uranus, is hanging out in Taurus. And this card is a Taurus card. Plus, which is related to Venus. Hence why you got the Venus sign there at the heart, right? At the base of it all, okay? At the heart of it all, right? And then come to find out that you have Uranus, your ruling planet, is learning from Venus, and you're like visiting Venus at home, learning from Venus, okay? Learning about the qualities of Venus, whether it's in thought wise or whether it's feeling wise. All of that, you are all in that, right? So it's not really, I shouldn't say feeling, because Venus is really not a feeling sign. She can relate, she can understand, but the feels, I mean, it's like the other things, other planets and other houses and stuff like that, and what house is in, all that relates to how that is expressed and how that is carried out, right? So, but for the whole situation, it's all about, okay, this is what I need, I'm gonna create it. This is what this needs, this is what's gonna be created. It's all about what you feel is, or what you know, and what you feel is beautiful, Yes, this is a feminine card, but like I always say, everybody has a masculine and feminine. So males, keep listening, don't tune out, because it's like a girl over here, a red lipstick, and she might be pregnant, because this is like a maternity card as well, because it's all about that abundance. It's all about that maternal instincts to nurture, is even if it's nurturing yourself, nurturing, the beauty within you. That's something that can be on a routine and schedule, giving yourself some time. Everybody always say, oh, women always take too long in the bathroom, or they take forever, or my wife is always late, or my girlfriend's always late, or my best friend, she always late because she got to do this, that before she even go to the gas station. You know what I mean? But take some of that and pamper yourself with it, masculine and feminine, maybe it's like, okay, I haven't taken a bath in a minute, so I'm gonna go take me a bath, or maybe it's, my nails are a little crusty or rugged, so I'm gonna go buy some tools and do it myself, or I'm gonna treat myself and I'm gonna go and get it done. Or, now's the time for me to start working out, because I want to, be, healthy, and I want to, look a certain way, and I want to feel confident with myself and more beautiful with myself. So maybe that is, maybe you're beautiful, right? But you just got to do certain things to make you like confirm, like, yes, right? Okay, that's what you need to do. Start nurturing yourself, and if you already, keep going. At the same time, some of y'all might be having some like blockages, you see abundance here in this card. Some of y'all got dead weeds, you know what I mean? You go touch a leaf, it's like all crumbling in your hand. There is nowhere to sit, so it's sitting on the ground. There is no cement there, so it's sitting probably on mud, because you haven't put anything into action. You haven't used your uniqueness. And be proud of your uniqueness and your creativity, and don't care about what no one said. So Taurus is stubborn. Take some of that, okay? Taurus is stubborn. Libra can be stubborn too, both, got Venus is ruling them. You know what I mean? So use some of that. You know, I know you all about all the people of the world, and we are the world, and we are the children, and we are the ones to make a better place. So let's start living. I know, I get it. I know all y'all crying right now. Y'all don't cry, but anyway, crying in the inside, right? You mentally crying. Okay, because you know things got to be fixed. Does it look like this Empress need help? No, she's independent. She's about that life. You don't see nobody next to her. You don't see not an animal, not a bug, not a nothing. All human. And Aquariuses, you are all human. That's why when you look at the zodiac signs, right, and the whole pictures of what they are, what somebody is signed to, it's a man pouring water or a female pouring water, depending on what you're working with. Ain't no animal pouring water. It's always male or female, right? Any kind of depiction of an Aquarius. So tap into your creativity. It's time for you to be unique and show the world. Show the world. It's like, show the world what you got. I said, show the world what you got. And then come full moon, come fall, you're going to reap exactly what you sow. And that's abundance. So get your basket ready. All right, Aquarius, have a wonderful day and night. Add these things to your routine to get you into abundance. Get out that creative block and stop being dependent on other people. It's about you. It's go time. Don't worry about nobody else. Have a wonderful day and night, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Turn. It's Virgo season. What's around, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant? This is your tarot card reading for Virgo season, which I'm also putting in remnants of the Virgo moon and their new moon that happened, right? So what's going on, Pisces? This is about what you can put in your schedule, but you can make a routine every day during this Virgo season. You got the Two of Cups, right? 2 fish, 2 cups, all right? And the full moon is in Pisces next, okay? So it's going from Virgo energy to Pisces energy, your energy, and you got Pluto in your home sign, which means it's just at home, chilling. Pluto is at home in Pisces, like what? Well, it's about to be on its way out, but it's just been there. So I know you've been just feeling it for a minute, okay? I know you've been feeling it, okay? Because you got your own planet there. And if you don't have it together, should I say feeling it? And if you do have it together, you still feeling it, you know? Feeling good or feeling bad, whichever one it is what it is. But with this Two of Cups, you got to put some self-love into your daily routine. Every day, put some self-love into it. I don't care what it's all about, what it is. And if you're already doing it, keep that on your routine during Virgo season, and you reap the benefits. It could be eating better. Maybe you every time you eat something, you feel guilty. That is the time to maybe figure out, okay, what can I change up where I can eat, still survive, and at the end of the meal or at the end of what I'm eating, I'm proud of myself. Those are the things that you have to work on. It could be the tiniest little things. The self-love is going to help you expand and grow in the direction that you know that you need to go, right? There also could be some love coming around. Okay, that's why it's good to self-love yourself first, because remember, this full moon is in Pisces, and then we got a lot of retrogrades happening. So it could be people coming from your past. They gonna swim it all in, you know what I mean? Whistling Dixie, like, hey, Pisces, you know what I mean? Remember me? They didn't hit you up on your DMs. I don't know. But people from the past is coming back. And from what I have witnessed, it goes back to childhood. It go back, okay? So, Pisces, I'm just giving you some warning. So don't be shocked with your mouth drop when you see something, or you know, be like, or you hear something and be like, say what? Yep, you heard it here. So people are coming back because of the retrogrades, and there's mad of them. Okay, it's like 6 or 7 of them. Okay, and it's and then you have Mercury. It's through Pluto, through Mercury, and with Neptune there. But anyway, Mercury is in Libra right now, and closely it's going to connect where Neptune and Mercury are opposite from each other, like direct opposites type thing, right? So that is going to hit the fan if you don't get your emotions out right now. If there's any unfinished business from the past with relationships and other people, business partners, neighbors, you know, whatever it is, right? Parents, relatives, whatever. Get that communication together now, because Pluto is kind of like having an alignment with Neptune and Mercury. Okay, so learn from the past, figure out how you can go about resolving these issues with these people. You know, if it needs to be done. Some things is just done. Like, you already dead. It's you killed it and buried it. Like, there's no going back. I'm talking about things that are still lingering over your head, lingering in your heart, lingering in your gut, lingering all over, right? Those type of things. And it's causing you to feel some type of way on like a consistent basis. Like, this person keep popping up, all the guilt keep popping up, whatever it is, right? It keeps popping up. Because Pisces has been, Neptune's been Pisces for a minute, so I know things are popping up, because it's comfortable now. Neptune's comfortable, so it's sitting on the couch with his feet up, and you know, when you're at home by yourself, you can process the whole day. Even if you don't want to process it, it just kind of, it just, everything that happened for the day, da-da-da-da-da. And if it's not happening like that, you need to stop resisting that and stop being delusional and process your day and process your life and your past, and that will help you be able to put words together, in the confidence to put your words together where you can approach somebody in harmony just to come to a conclusion. Now, people will be people. Not everybody is going to come to a peaceful kumbaya. Okay, there's water on the bridge, let's move on. Trust and believe. There's either going to be some people that say okay but still holding grudges, and you won't find that out until later. Or there's people that just like, you in some kind of, I don't know what you talk about, da-da-da-da-da. But the only thing that you can do is just be genuine, you know, come as pure as possible. You Pisces, you know. So just come as pure as possible. Wash your feet and go as pure as possible. Take a whole bath, a shower, all that, whatever you need to do. Cleanse yourself and go for it, right? As far as on the other side of it, you know, partnerships is looking good. With any kind of relationships that's looking really, really nice, keep those up. Whatever routine and pattern that you have, just, you know, when you find something that's really good, a relationship that works, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship relationship, whatever it is, a spiritual relationship, it doesn't matter, right? Work, employee relationship, anytime you're dealing with something other than yourself is a relationship, okay? So that is looking really good for those of you who are like, oh my gosh, it feels good. I know it's good. Is everything is just working out and just seems so like, oh my goodness, you know? Then yeah, this card is saying that's what it is. You know, it's like a unified love. It's like you're sharing the same exact feelings and thoughts. It's like a mutual attraction. There's no resistance in it. It just smoothly flows like the wave, you know? And you're willing to exchange equally, so you don't feel less than. One person, place, or thing is coming 100%, you coming 100%, and you trust that person with your cup, and that person trusts you with their cup, and you like, boom, I know she's not going to take mine, I know I'm not going to take hers. If anything, one is adding more practicality to the situation, the other one is adding more passion, and vice versa, right? One is adding more calmness to it and background scene, likey, you know, staying in the background. The other one is like, hey, I'm all for it, you know what I mean? And you got, you know, all this passion, all this fire that's overseeing you. And that's all you see is each other, you know, whether it's a business partnership, that's all you see is each other. You ain't no distractions. Oh, I got this business partner and that business partner and that business partner. No, it's like, you know, if it's a person, if it's an animal, you know, it's like when we locked eyes, you know, that type of thing. And it's clarity and communication as well. And if it's not, then get there, because this card is saying you can get there. Just do the work in order to clear the air where, you know, you can have this equal exchange. Or sometimes it's just the change of the season. Like right now, we're going through a change of the season. Some things have to be put to death, and we're going into that death season. You know, be compassionate about it and everything, but in order for you to be fulfilled and to deeply move on with your life, you know, you have to have harmony. You know, you have to deal with the trust issues, you know, the breakups, not loving yourself, and you put those in the routines and patterns where you are starting to have harmony within yourself. You are starting to love yourself. You are starting to trust your own self. Because a lot of distrust of others is because you distrust yourself. You just, you know, projecting that on the other person. That's why they always say, you know, if somebody keep blaming you for cheating and you know you're not cheating, then you got to scratch your head, especially if it's on a routine and pattern when they constantly keep saying it over and over. Somebody keeps saying, oh, I got to get a DNA test, that's my child. And you know good and well, and they know good and well, you're not about that life. Like, everybody can vouch for you that know you. Like, she or he is not about that life. They are not a whole like that. This is your child. But you have some people that just start gaslighting you on the DNA, and you like, you broke my virginity, you're the only one. And they still talk about, they might have some kids out there that you don't know about. So anyway, so this is all about, you know, exchanging what you got, trading what you got, any type of commerce or business or any kind of interaction with the exchange is equally. It's not like I paid you $1,000 to get my products ready and my products is way 2 months overdue. That's not what it is. It's like I give you $1,000 for my stuff and I get my stuff and maybe something else and I give them a tip and then they come back and give me something and it's just like there's no thought about it. There's no it's just what it is, right? All right, so put that in your routine and pattern, Pisces, and the new moon, full moon is going to be in Pisces. So the further you can start loving yourself now, doing Virgo season and really putting in that time, the more closer you will be to finding mutual attractions. Have a wonderful day and night, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants during this Virgo season with the Virgo new moon remnants. What's around Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants? This is your tarot card reading for Virgo season with the remnants of the new moon that was in Virgo, right? So this is about what you can use and put in your schedule on a daily basis, on a routine basis. So you got the Strength card here, the number 8 card. So you are, some of you have been putting time into yourself, into, what you're passionate about, into taming any kind of beast that you can tame, whether it's yourself or other people. You've been really good at, expressing your emotions and all that other kind of stuff, where everybody know that's an Aries, okay? You ain't even got to say, what's your zodiac sign? Nope, that's an Aries, right? So people will be knowing, people have known, okay? And that's a great thing, because during this time, especially nowadays, that strength and that courage is going to carry you a long way. And whatever it is that you're doing, keep on doing, because it's working, and it's only going to set you up real nice and pretty, materialize. So whatever you are putting your energy and your strength in, or energy and your time in, that is going to be very abundant. Now, some of y'all have some low energy, okay? Y'all might be in the woe is me phase. Y'all might be, ready to just let heads roll, like seriously, like y'all ready to fight, y'all ready to curse people out, you feel lack, you ain't feeling like, you have a whole lot of doubt going on, you're feeling really timid, very nervous and scared about, doing things that that you need to do and want to do. And that's not fitting the Aries description. I'm not trying to stereotype, but where's the fire? This is a fire card, and you're showing signs of just like giving up, like you don't have no kind of balance, no kind of self-confidence. You don't even respect yourself, so how you gonna really have other people respect you, period? And you're living like very like in the shadows of it all, when or you feel like you need to be out in the open. You need to put whatever you need to put out there, but you're just like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go there. And it is that time. It's time for you to put that into your routine. Even if you got to change your sleeping patterns, even if you got to change, what you eat, even if you have to, I wouldn't say monsters, but you know, they have protein shakes and all kind of things. To maybe you need to eat lighter, because sometimes when you eat lighter, you don't get so tired throughout the day, and that gives you more strength to carry on. Now, as far as the low, you know, lack of esteem and all that other kind of stuff, tap into the Hierophant card, which is right behind that. You know, use that as a model. You might have to start, you know, putting in some you know, some family traditions, you know, especially if you're like from native places where you have family traditions or sacred rituals that you have obtained throughout your life. For those who don't have, you know, family traditions, but you started your own, start to practice those. You know, do your spiritual practices more often, and that's going to help you, you know, gain the courage and gain the strength that you need. You know, start to add that in your routine. Don't be bending no rules from nobody. You know, stick to your principles, stick to your values, stick to your tradition. It don't have to be, you know, what's been passed down in your family, because a lot of people have been cut in generational curses. But it could be something, some virtues and principles, some rules, some regulations that you have drawn for yourself, and you know that you're not doing this just to be conceited or stuck up or act like you all that, but you got to have all these, you know, situations, circumstances to be like this in order for you. I get it, but I'm talking about the real Bible talk type stuff. Yeah, that's the closest I get, scripturally form of what, you know, you are going to do, what you are going to explore, how far would you go with this, what are your core principles in life. And if you don't have them, it's the perfect time to actually start writing them and rereading them, putting that in your schedule and routine. You know, writing what your core principles are, what, you know, don't do materialistic. We're not talking materialistic. That's the cherry on the top. We're talking about making the ice cream first. What ingredients do you need, or tools you need to make ice cream? Step one. The cherry, which is the materialistic stuff, which is the King of Pentacles, which is underneath the Hierophant, is after you go through the journey to get to the cherry on the top. But we're not walking at Wegmans. I'm not Wegmans. Well, Wegmans is a store in my area, but Kroger's, Publix, Trader Joe's. You know, we're not going to these places and buying ice cream. No, we're not doing it. This is not that card for Aries. That means an Aries done use somebody else's item to decorate it, to make it theirs. No. How are you going to make the ice cream first? Okay, are you going to schedule it in? What time? You know, okay, you're tired, but you really want to get this ice cream made. Where are you going to build the strength up to actually look up the research of how to make ice cream? We didn't get to the cherry part. You see, I'm still stuck at the ice cream. That part right there. Okay, so start looking into what your key principles are, what your key virtues and values, and that will help you gain the strength back. You know, look into the practical things that you can do, like sleep time, rest time, alone time. Sometimes when you're alone for a couple of days, especially if you have a lot of responsibilities, that can give you some energy. I don't even care if you sleep for 3 days. You know what I mean? You'll come back a whole refreshed person as long as you got all your responsibilities set up while you sleep for 3 days. You know, it is what it is. I think that's the cat. But anyway, so have a wonderful day and night, Aries, for this Virgo. Keep it on a routine and pattern season with this new moon remnants from Virgo. Have a good day. What's around, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? This is your reading for Virgo season and the Virgo new moon remnants, just to get you all ready for the next 14 days of full moon energy, right? It's going to be in Pisces. So, how you doing, Tauruses? Mars, like, nicely, well, I don't know about nicely. I can comment below how it was for the last, you know, few months for you guys with Mars hanging out in Taurus, but you still got Aquarius there. So Aquarius is like, be unique and original, okay? That's be unique and original. All right, you're looking at this person here and you're like, what the heck is this person doing in this car? Being unique and original, that's what he's doing or she's doing. Yup, that's what I said. Okay, and I know you feel it. I know you want to come out. You know, you want the world to know. You got to let it go, right? Didn't you come in out? Okay, anyway. You know, the language is killing me. I'm not